Attorney Brian Pease wanted to be among the 19 candidates considered for the city council seat left vacant when Kevin Faulkner became mayor, but the city clerk said he failed to meet the residency requirement. Pease has filed a lawsuit to get back into the mix. We get details tonight from KUSI's Steve Bosch in the newsroom. Steve?
Alan, Mr. Pease, who we know from the seal cases at the Cove, says he has lived in the district from 2004 to 2007 as a registered voter, and that, he says, satisfies the residency requirement. The city ordinance says you must be a registered voter in the district at least 30 days prior to when you file nominating papers.
The ordinance says you have to have been registered at some point 30 days prior to filing the application, and I've been a registered voter in the district for over 3 years in the past.
The deadline for filing was March 17th. Mr. Pease registered February 19th. Thus, he missed the at least 30 days prior to file by 3 days.
Well, I've been a voter and a resident in the district for over 3 years, from 2004 to 2007, and that meets the requirements of the ordinance that the city attorney is interpreting to deny my application.
Remember, he said those 3 years were in the past. The language for state and county offices states 30 days immediately prior to filing papers. The word immediately does not appear in the city ordinance.
It's not in the ordinance. It doesn't say immediately prior. It says you were a registered voter in the district at least 30 days prior. Well, I was. 7 years is longer than 30 days.
Mr. Pease filed suit in federal court to compel the city to allow him to be among those 19 candidates.
Nobody's saying the city council must appoint me to this position. It's just let them at least consider the application rather than just completely short-circuiting the democratic process.
The city attorney's office calls this lawsuit absurd, saying under the interpretation in Mr. Pease's lawsuit, anyone could seek office if they simply lived in a district at any time in their life. While this gets argued in court, the registrar of voters is still checking on the signatures the 19 candidates had to gather to see if they're valid. So far, this group of 6 has completed the process, which includes a background check. 13 others are still in the process, which will be completed sometime next week. Under the charter, the council has to make the appointment within 30 days of the seat being vacant. That's April 15th. Now, Mr. Pease is also fighting the clock. He may have only 19 days to get a hearing in federal court, and by then the council could have made the appointment, and its vote is final. Steve Bosch, KUSI News.
Thank you, Steve.